The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, I'm Carol Kido Jr. with the news. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, police boost to fight international crime, NCDC backs trainers to monitor teachers, and PNG Peppers regroup to win. Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai has confirmed that LLG elections is progressing. Challenges vary with each province and district. Sinai said districts that have completed polling are into counting, with declarations already done in some wards and LLGs. Sinai further said that LLG elections have always been challenging because voting takes place in the wards and villages, and splitting votes is common because families get directly involved. This can cause issues among family members. All election managers in the provinces have been providing daily briefs, hence the Electoral Commissioner is confident that LLG elections will conclude within the given date of Saturday, November 8, 2025. The writs are scheduled for return on or before November 21, 2025. Prime Minister James Marape has issued a strong challenge to the opposition to demonstrate their numbers on the floor of Parliament rather than creating public confusion through social media and the press. The Prime Minister pointed to the passage of several major bills, including the Coffee Act and the Higher Education Act, as clear evidence that the government maintains a firm majority of over 96 MPs.
Prime Minister James Marape, in a statement, highlighted recent legislative successes, including the passage of significant bills such as the Coffee Act and the Higher Education Act. He emphasized that these achievements demonstrate the government's solid majority, which comprises over 96 MPs. Marape's invitation to the opposition to present themselves on the parliamentary floor emphasizes his confidence in the government's stability and its legislative agenda, while also calling for accountability and transparency in political discourse. The challenge reflects ongoing tensions between the government and the opposition as they navigate the political landscape of the country. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
The Royal PNG Constabulary and the Australian Federal Police will work together to disrupt international criminal activities before they infiltrate the two countries. This has been possible through the signing of a joint agency agreement between RPNGC and AFP recently.
David Manning confirmed that the Joint Agency Agreement, or JAA, signed on November 2nd, is focused entirely on the sharp end of policing, deploying critical resources to identify and break apart criminal gangs before they can set up in PNG. Manning said the signing involves the mutual sharing of intelligence between police forces of both countries, the sharing of AFP intelligence to support RPNGC operations in PNG, and the sharing of RPNGC intelligence with Australia on criminal activities developing in their country. He said the JAA is not about training. It is about aligning policing operations to ensure police break apart these transnational criminal organizations and arrest criminals and local facilitators who support them in both countries. The JAA agreement gives the entities better access to intelligence products from regional partners because these criminal groups do not respect borders. Commissioner Manning said the JAA is overseen by a steering committee made up of specialized police leadership from Papua New Guinea and Australia. He said the Joint Steering Committee facilitates the sharing of intelligence leading to the active detection of illegal movements and the interception and apprehension of criminals. Manning said international criminal networks are attempting to use PNG as a stepping stone for extending their illicit activities into Australia. Must be careful because the police forces will be working together to shut them down before they become active.
An ongoing investigation from the Ho'ola Minor Crimes Division has led to the arrest of an Ella Motors employee and the recovery of 9 outboard motors at Fisherman's Island yesterday. Community leaders provided police with information leading them to retrieve the stolen motors.
And City Metropolitan Superintendent Warwick Simatab, in a statement, confirmed that investigators from Ho'ola Minor Crimes recovered 9 outboard motors on Fisherman Island, all have been kept as court exhibits. According to the police, the alleged thief of the outboard motors was committed between October 2024 and August 2025. An employee of Ella Motors allegedly conspired with villagers from Fisherman Island and sold the outboard motors to them. Matsup Simatab said the suspect was arrested in September this year and police worked diligently to locate the stolen outboard motors, which included 8 14-horsepower engines and 2 15-horsepower engines. 9 of these were recovered on Fisherman Island yesterday and will be used as evidence in court. Police continue to search for the missing 6. Simatab thanked leaders on Fisherman Island for providing them with valuable information leading to the recovery of the stolen items.
This is TV1 News. Paradise Cinema premieres Tukana and Vavua Catholic Parish marks 100 years. We'll have those stories and more when we come back.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend. PNG's own coffee.
We've been traveling along this road together for over 50 years. Ella Motors acknowledges the visionaries and hard work that have been the driving strength to continued nation building. We live, prosper, sustainably grow with the community, whilst developing quality mobility chains, aspiring to be your first choice on every occasion. Ella Motors, celebrating with Papua New Guinea throughout our independence Golden Jubilee.
PNG's favorite soft drink now in bottles. Goldspot brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in PNG. Proudly Goldspot.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
2 generations of rugby league players and supporters have been dreaming of an opportunity like this.
CEO of Morton Pumpkin Companies, who's here for a visit. He also happens to be one of the most eligible bachelors in Chicago, Lynn.
I don't think Lynn's looking for romance tonight, May.
Well, the dinner wouldn't be complete without your pumpkin pie for dessert.
So that's why you wouldn't sell me those pies.
You.
Playing hard to get, huh? I like that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not ready for this.
Not a chance.
Welcome back. Papua New Guinea's first feature film, Tukana Husat I Aswa, has been brought back to life through a digital restoration project supported by Australia. The film premiered in Port Moresby this week to celebrate PNG's 50 years of independence. The premiere took place at Paradise Cinemas on November 4th, while a simultaneous screening was held in Canberra at the NFSA's Arc Cinema. The National Film and Sound Archive of Australia, together with Spectrum Films, restored the 1982 classic and presented it to PNG's National Film Institute as a gift. Funded under Australia's International Cultural Diplomacy and Arts Fund, the project is part of a 4-year collaboration with the NFI to strengthen film preservation in Papua New Guinea. The event also falls under the Yumi Stop One Time campaign, which celebrates 50 years of partnership between PNG and Australia. The St. Aloys Vavua Catholic Parish in the Hoskins LLG of West New Britain Province celebrated 100 years of faith and community service. Bishop of Kimber Diocese, Bishop John Bosco Oram, shared future plans of the parish that will strengthen community outreach and the Catholic faith in Hoskins.
The 100-year anniversary celebration of St. Aloys Vavua Catholic Parish in the Hoskins LLG of West New Britain Province drew a large crowd, including church officials, parishioners from neighboring communities, and invited guests. The celebration began with a special Eucharistic Mass, followed by cultural performances and speeches which highlighted the parish's long history and impact on the local community in the past century.
Time by me like talk problem nas story blooming blah blah before for the past 100 years. But you like talk about say member you plan on time blooming blah now will be different. Yes, but you will still need our experience lo guide him you plan. You need him experience lo set him you lo campus lo move forward.
The parish has also initiated plans for future projects aimed at strengthening community outreach and enhancing the church's services.
Come up long this time where church is celebrating 100 years, celebrating 100 years, now by beginning long, book about long 100 years. Is it by mistake that you came to this world? Is it by mistake that putting you long this time? Why not God allowing you long born, long time, long apostle? Now allowing you long born inside long this time, long Nakanai culture.
Guest speaker and member for Nakanai, Francis Maneke, congratulated the church for this milestone in upholding the Catholic faith and community service.
You must clear out some church and mistake na you mistake. Lord, today you play clear plant your line sa man na merit lo ini. Holy go mi give kami plant your big work inside lo government, inside lo private sector, inside lo country lo ini. And because true lo church, time church come up lo this la place lo ini. Come inside lo Papua New Guinea and become one them over this now something. Church and become you give good news lo God through the Bible. Na true all priest lo ini will come lo wrong na come lo here. At the same time, to only bring him housing, only bring him to plant your success lo place lo you mean. That is why now today I got meaning lo why na ba you celebrate. Now picking him lo tomorrow on new blood celebration masaram good. Tomorrow lo mi tukla important lo life lo you lo today.
The celebrations concluded on a hopeful note, with parishioners rekindling their commitment to the mission of the church as they look forward to the next century of service. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Parish priest of St. Alois Catholic Parish of Vavua, Father Benjamin Agea, has called on the young generation of Nakanai in West New Britain Province to take education seriously if they want to succeed in life. Father Agea made this call during the centenary celebrations of Vavua Parish over the weekend in Hoskins, Nakanai District.
At the centenary celebration of Vavua Parish, Father Benjamin Agea, the parish priest for St. George Catholic Parish of Vavua, emphasized the importance of education for the young people of the Nakanai tribe in West New Britain. Father Agea urged the youth to prioritize their studies as a vital pathway to success in life. His message resonated with the community gathered at Vavua village in Hoskins, where the 100-year celebration festivities took place. He highlighted that education not only empowers individuals, but also uplifts families and communities, laying the foundation for a brighter future.
You dream of looking under 100 kina, it's in the classroom. You know most stop looking around. Hey, stop inside the classroom. That's why, way forward the next 100 years, get out blow you now, Mr. Blow you. All young Bikini, you grade 12, you grade 10, you're one of the students inside, so as you grade 12, you are not all Sumatin where you are privileged to be among 50,000 students all over Papua New Guinea to have a percent on Kisim grade 12. Wait, make you slow change, yeah?
Father Agea expressed the hope that they would rise to meet the challenges of the modern world, become role models, and contribute positively to their society. His call to action emphasizes the parish's commitment to fostering a spirit of learning and development within the Nakanai community.
All young black generation now, get on the finish. Education is the key. Emegenu lomegwata pago. Ino gato giround. All bilaki. Desalami tu revelu evaluka. You vokabar no pus no valuka kontablo siki no gato giround. Giround lo you have education.
Meantime, member for Nakanai Francis Maneke also stressed the importance of education. He urges people to focus on education as their investment for the future.
Now, 100 years today, lo year of our Parish, Arab God, and me turning point lo mitula. Mitula must take it post lo life. That's it, not looking good. Whatever the priority lo life lo mitula. Pizza lo mitula by answer for them. How about mitula guide them on beginning lo mitula. Now me agree with them talk lo Father Benjamin Agea. Tomorrow I be 7,000. Haram good people love me. Mitulai no background. Education is important. Mitulai safe education, supportive education, so that we can be able to looking for them something important to sustain in life. The pizza love me to
Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
24 teachers from across schools in Northern Province have completed counseling training to help support students facing trauma, violence and personal challenges. The training, led by the Kokoda Track Foundation and the National Department of Education, aims to build safer schools and stronger communities. The training was facilitated under the Sanab Strong program, benefiting schools that educate over 13,000 students. The course focused on practical counseling skills, crisis response, and helping students access support services. This will equip teachers to counsel students and understand the stages of counseling and referral pathways. The KTA EO Dr. Genevieve Nelson says empowering teachers with counseling knowledge ensures students receive the care they need both inside and outside the classroom. Trainers from the Skelim Survey are visiting early childhood centers in Port Moresby and across Papua New Guinea to monitor how teachers are putting their training into practice. The program is supported by NCDC. Led a visit to Tutu Beach Early Learning Center to observe and assess teachers who completed recent training under the Governor's Education Initiative. The monitoring visit aims to check how teachers are applying the skills they gained and to help them improve where needed.
We as Skelim Survey we usually run early childhood trainings, and after the training, as usual, we do monitoring to see whatever our trainers have learned in the schools, especially in the training. They are going to reflect from how they understand things, especially in delivering to the students in the classroom. That's why the whole reason of me coming here is to monitor and assess to see the lessons that are learned, the skills are being brought forward, or so we can assess to do evaluation on our training to improve or maintain whatever it's our strength and our weaknesses are. Therefore, training is a different thing, and implementation and imparting is a different thing. So I have to come in person to assess my teachers and see what they are doing, and we can find a way to help them going forward.
Mr. Daniels said he was impressed with the teachers' classroom management and the children's ability to speak and understand English. He added that teachers have shown strong commitment even without formal institutional training.
I was amazed with a lot of things they already have in place. They have good classroom management skills, they have good behavior skills, behavior management skills. Children can speak fluent and understand English, which is amazing. The teachers' performance are up to standard, though they haven't been to recognized institutions, but they have performed.
Skelim Survey has trained teachers for over 110 early childhood schools across 8 provinces, including East New Britain, Bougainville, and the Highlands, and is now expanding into the Momase region. Mr. Daniels said the results from the monitoring will be compiled and sent to their Australian coordinator to strengthen future training programs. He added that early childhood education is key to shaping Papua New Guinea's future, saying better learning at the foundation level will build better citizens for tomorrow. The Skelim Survey team will continue visiting other early childhood schools in NCD before moving on to other provinces, helping ensure every young learner gets the best start in life. And now let's take a look at the finance news. The kina closed lower at $0.2373 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2298 US, $0.3515 Australian dollars, $0.1921 euro, and 35.1 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, cocoa closed higher, gold, coffee, copper, crude oil, and copper closed lower, and palm oil closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. You're watching TV1 News. Stay tuned. We'll have news abroad after these short messages.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's OneTalk wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our OneTalks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's OneTalk wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put more taste. Magic kakaro, get up and big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great fumu too. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Long year 2024, 7 baby i born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long karen baby, na time baby is susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bell mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV area, or time bell mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This Lutok Sawe I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Enjoying life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, a scale race family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles cause it's our favorite but mine. Tennessee cola, scale rice, long scale, scale price. Tennessee cola, scale rice, long scale, scale price. Amber, you like it?
We should eliminate the enemy at all costs. No matter where we go, our enemies always seem to find us. I don't think they'll be able to leave the country. What are you waiting for? Do it now! He made us look stupid and incompetent fools.
What'll happen to us now? We won't stop until we make things right and better for our beloved country.
Good morning to you both.
There you go.
The Prime Minister is defending New Zealand's decision to not recognise Palestine as a state.
Brighter days ahead for Kiwis, reads the PR from Finance Minister.
Don't worry, we got this. In order to have a two-state solution, though, you do have to have two states, don't you?
Yeah, you would have seen New Zealand, for example.
It's all speculation. Is that what your team is doing? You're just trying to make a political point here, to be honest?
There's just not enough social housing to meet the needs of New Zealanders.
And that's exactly what it was. Fulci, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. In regional news, more than 40 people have died and hundreds of thousands are displaced after rains driven by Typhoon Kalmaigi flooded swaths, the central Philippines. Entire towns on the island of Cebu were inundated on Tuesday, while cars, trucks, and even massive shipping containers could be seen being swept along by muddy floodwaters in videos verified by AFP. In the Cebu province alone, 39 people were confirmed dead by the provincial information officer. She said that figure did not include fatalities in the provincial capital, which are tallied separately. Australian IVF clinics have been warned about inducement schemes after an international egg bank proposed a rewards program. While the international company now says it won't be implemented, the offer sparked significant concern within the sector. Australian IVF clinics have been warned about inducement schemes after an international egg bank proposed a rewards program. While the international company now says it won't be implemented, the offer sparked significant concern within the sector.
Companies offer reward programs for everything from groceries to flights and makeup. But what about for donor eggs? That's what one international company proposed to Australian IVF clinics last month. The ABC has seen an email from the US-based World Egg and Sperm Bank to companies saying it was introducing its new Client Success Reward program in Australia. And clinics could now earn credits that offset or even fully cover the cost of donor eggs. Those in the sector are concerned. The fertility industry's peak body advised all its members to exercise caution, and the chair of the IVF Medical Directors Group has warned clinics to seek ethical and legal advice. Bioethics experts say it is complex.
I can see the argument for something like this, particularly if these cost savings are passed on to patients. However, I do think a program like this does raise some serious ethical considerations, particularly around financial or commercial involvement in reproductive medicine.
She says a loyalty program could create conflicts of interest, risk clinical decision-making, or treat reproduction as a commodity.
This really risks reducing the moral significance of procreation and building families. And this would have some wide-ranging effects on all parties involved, but particularly donor-conceived people.
When contacted by the ABC, the World Egg and Sperm Bank said it had outlined a concept, but it wouldn't be implemented. And it was committed to meeting the highest standards of ethics and regulatory compliance.
Prime Minister Christopher Luxon says New Zealand remains dedicated to improving regional trade through the Pacific Agreement on Closer Economic Relations Plus, despite a major economy's continued refusal to join the development-focused free trade alliance. Luxon says the PACER Plus agreement is working effectively across the Pacific region. PACER Plus aims to lower trade barriers, improve access to major markets like Australia and New Zealand, and promote trade within the Pacific region. It also includes binding commitments in key service sectors such as tourism, digital trade and transport, which are key to the growth of Pacific economies. The agreement took effect in 2021 and includes 10 members of the Pacific Islands Forum. However, two of the region's biggest economies, Fiji and Papua New Guinea, have not signed the agreement. There's a push for a full national inquiry into racism in Australian workplaces, which have the highest number of complaints under the Race Discrimination Act. Commissioner Giridharan Sivaraman says discrimination is widespread in Australian businesses.
It affects people at every step of the employment journey. For migrants whose qualifications don't get recognised, which is an issue of systemic racism, to being forced to sit English proficiency tests despite having studied in English all their lives, to changing your name to make it more English sounding so that you're more likely to get a job interview, to not being culturally safe in the workplace, to not progressing to positions of leadership. All of those are the impacts of systemic racism, and they affect workplaces all across Australia. I think we need to create a culture where people are safe to raise issues. I mean, for example, generally the highest area of complaints under the Race Discrimination Act to the Australian Human Rights Commission is in employment. Yet that would just be a small fraction of what actually occurs out in the world. And that's because most people don't speak up. But the other thing is, if you don't change the system or the institution, that interpersonal racism you just described, whether it's covert or overt, continues to happen. If everyone in leadership looks like you, then you might feel that the environment allows you to use racial slurs or covert racism. So you actually need to change the system and institution to stop giving license to that covert racism.
5 people have been sentenced to death in China for their involvement in a violent criminal gang with fraud operations in Myanmar's Kokang region, Chinese state media has reported. Scam compounds have flourished in Myanmar's lawless borderlands, staffed by foreigners, many of them Chinese, who often say they were trafficked and forced to swindle people online, part of a multi-million-dollar illicit industry. The crimes of the 5 people sentenced on Tuesday had led to the deaths of 6 Chinese nationals, 1 Chinese national's suicide and injuries to several others. Beijing has stepped up cooperation with Southeast Asian nations in recent months to crack down on the compounds, and thousands of people have been repatriated to China. This is TV1 News. We'll have sports after the break.
Okay. Yep.
Hi.
Yes.
Can I get a loan for my PNG contract?
You need to fill out these forms, these ones, and then you can get back to me. Okay?
Hello? Hello? Anyone? Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Not here. Not right now.
Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Of course, Kenny. I'll take down your details. I'll help with the credit check.
Thank you.
And I'll help with your business plan.
1 car Kenny. 20 car Kenny. 1,000 car Kenny. FinCorp. Fast forward your finance from zero to hero.
Mtambo tru lonkarim o salim na simokin. Marijuana or all drugs no good ikam lo overseas or some cocaine or crystal meth. Nupla law olikolim Controlled Substances Act 2021 by making sawe lo you lo baim court fine enough money mark enough lo 2 million kina or go life year calabus. This platok sawe ikam long National Narcotics Bureau. One time Halivin, Willem Australia, Papua New Guinea Law na Justice Partnership.
Blindside and is celebrating a try. And a try! What a try! They have men, you know. They have men. Super try.
For Australian migrants that have endured the unimaginable,
now we're here and I'm really thankful.
Sport can be a sanctuary.
Came so naturally to me and I loved it so much.
Meet the families that have found their safe haven.
It's a space where I can be who I want to be, do what I want to do.
And are chasing their dreams.
Went on to this adventure that just kept being more and more amazing.
It does not feel real. I'm very grateful.
Play on.
I just got fired.
I just got dumped.
I am freezing the $3 million and sentencing you two to 6 months hard marriage.
You can't do that. Oops. Sorry, baby. So that's the worst part.
Not unless I kill you first.
What happens in Vegas, you pay for when you get back home.
Welcome back. Day 3 of the Sing Life Nations Cup saw 3 action-packed games at the OCBC Arena. Papua New Guinea Peppers bounced back to a win stunning higher-ranked Isle of Man 53 points to 47 yesterday. Defending champions Kenya outlasted hosts Singapore 49 points to 44 to stay unbeaten, and Malaysia were taken to the brink by Singapore before eventually triumphing 53 points to 46. Day 4 matches are underway where PNG Peppers face favourites Kenya.
The new-look Peppers side, after suffering a heavy loss to Singapore on Monday, bounced back to victory to outplay their opponents. While number 33 ranked PNG clinched a stunning 53-47 win against world number 31 Isle of Man. While the Peppers led throughout the game, The Isle of Man were on their heels courtesy of Becca Cook, who converted 30 of her 37 attempts. At the other end, PNG's teenager and goal shooter Tally Hepton also had a spectacular game. In just her third international appearance, she played the entire 60 minutes and put up 36 goals from 41 attempts for an overall 88% conversion rate. PNG will face a tough test today when they face the Kenyan side. After day 3 results, Kenya topped the standings after 3 games with 6 points, followed by Singapore and PNG, who have 4 points from 2 wins each. Malaysia and Singapore A are joint 4th with 2 points each, while the Isle of Man are last with no points. Day 4 matches are currently underway in Singapore. Susan Oriape, TV1 Sports.
The Cricket PNG development team has taken cricket from the playing fields back to the classroom. A booklet of hands-on numeracy activities that will promote the game to the youth of Papua New Guinea. Each game has a mathematics focus. In supporting this, 16 10-inch tablets have been delivered to Cricket PNG's office at a mini park. These tablets have been donated by 2 families from Australia. Also included are games that enable students to better understand the rules of cricket, including the scoring process. The donated tablets have a scoring app downloaded onto them. This app will be used to create an interactive cricket game where the students collect data, analyze it, and create graphs and statistical evaluations, including mean, mode, and median. Aspects of the program will be trialled at Zionzil Christian School this month. Zach Labert, PNG Kumul Center in the recent Pacific Championships, has sent special greetings to the people of Madang. Labert has strong family ties to the province. He was recently part of the Kumul's team that won the Pacific Championship Bowl for a 3rd time in a row. Labert, who plays centre for the North Queensland Cowboys, spoke about how important it was to represent Papua New Guinea, a country his family has deep connections with, especially Madang.
Special thanks to all my Madang supporters. Hopefully you can come out more to the games and hopefully I can get out to Madang and see you.
More than 1,800 kilometers from all the action, punters across the state embrace the day in their own unique way. From glamorous trackside looks to eye-catching frocks, once again Queenslanders upstaging their southern neighbours.
It's a day for the bold and the beautifully dressed.
Gold shoes from Wish, nice black slacks, purple shirt and the black vest. I think I look very dapper.
Despite the gloomy grey skies, top hats were donned and so were the matching fits.
It's a bit of an embarrassment to wear, but if you're together, then, you know, it sticks us together, you know, really, yeah, binds us.
We make friends because we're ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Happy to make friends with everyone.
Half yours, the history maker.
And it turns out that half yours is actually half ours, given it trained on the Sunshine Coast.
Another winner that was prepared here during the winter. So it's basically 3 years in a row the Melbourne Cup winner has been here during the winter, beautiful Sunshine Coast weather.
But all eyes weren't just on the horses. Queensland's premiership power couple brought the heat to Eagle Farm.
For us Queenslanders, it's nice that it's nice and warm too. You can enjoy the climate and get out there and just have some fun.
I just really love, coming to the races with heaps of friends. I think it's a great day out.
Dressed to impress, punters frocked up in their best and brightest, and for many, this is the main event.
My favourite part of the day is fashions on the field. I do like my fashion.
From bustling crowds in Mackay,
I love, as you can see, the fashion. That's the number one thing I came here for, actually.
To staying indoors, trying to keep cool in Rockhampton.
It's nice to get your little outfit together and dress up.
The stakes were high, but the stilettos were even higher.
And that's all we have for news and sports. Now for the weather forecast. Southern region, Port Moresby, Daru and Alotau, cloudy periods, then some rain, then rain showers and thunderstorms. Mumase, Ley, cloudy periods with some rain, then rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Medang, partly cloudy, then some showers. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo and Rabaul, cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe, cloudy periods with some rain and possible thunderstorms. And Highlands region, all centers, cloudy periods, then few showers and possible thunderstorms. Oceans forecast. Coral Sea, seas moderate to rough with east to southeasterly winds of 10 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots at times. Solomon Sea, seas slight with northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas smooth with northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas smooth to slight with northwest to northeasterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters, waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border, to Daru, to Kiwai Island, to Kerama, to Yule Island, to Hood Point, to Samarai Island. Seas 1 to 2 meters rising to 3 meters at times. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and on Midden Bay Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finchafen, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Have a safe evening. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
Okay. Yep.
Hi.
Yes.
Can I get a loan for my PNV contract?
You need to fill out these forms, these ones, and then you can get back to me. Okay?
Hello? Hello? Anyone? Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Not here. Not right now.
Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Of course, Kenny. I'll take down your details.
I'll help with the credit check.
Thank you.
And I'll help with the business plan.
1 car Kenny, 20 car Kenny, 1,000 car Kenny. FinCorp, fast forward your finance from zero to hero.
For half a century, PNG has celebrated powerful connections uniting provinces and generations. Digicel is proud to be part of that story by enabling everyday conversations and supporting communities. Digicel is making those connections stronger than ever by empowering the future with the new One Talk combo plans, giving you more data, more voice, more SMS, and all network calls to every One Talk everywhere. Digicel, one nation connected, better together.
Eternal rivals face off against one another like Bellingham, here's Rodrigo and it's 4-1 Real Madrid.
It's not football, it's La Liga.
And a try! What a try!